This is a CBNnews.com update. I'm Gary Lane. The president of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf, is resigning. The announcement comes just days ahead of his planned impeachment. Pakistan's parliament feared the leader wanted to impose authoritarian rule on the nation. Musharraf, bowing under the pressure, says he wanted to spare the country from a dangerous power struggle. He seized power 9 years ago and has become a strategic ally of the United States' war on terror. But Musharraf's popularity has weakened over the years. The chairman of the parliament is set to take over until a replacement is elected. Well, Tropical Storm Fay is still gaining momentum in the Caribbean, but at least 30 people are feared dead from the storm in Haiti. A bus was trying to cross a flooded road when it was swept away. Meanwhile, in Florida, residents are bracing themselves for a possible hurricane. The latest track shows it crossing the Florida Keys late tonight or early tomorrow morning. Governor Charlie Crist is urging residents to evacuate. A group of American Christians are refusing to leave the Beijing airport until they get their confiscated Bibles back. The Vision Beyond Borders group brought more than 300 Bibles with them, but customs officers took the Bibles from their luggage. Airport officials deny confiscating the Bibles. They say authorities are just taking care of them, but the Americans still plan on waiting to get their Bibles back. Well, it may be back to school time for kids, but high fuel costs and budget cutbacks are forcing schools across the country to tighten their belts. School lunch prices are going up, and some schools are cutting elective classes. Why, you may ask? It's costing schools almost twice as much to gas up buses this year. So some schools are asking kids to walk further to the bus stop or forego the bus altogether. Others are considering a 4-day school week. Experts say these cutbacks are tough, but agree it's about time. The Beijing Olympics will always be remembered for Michael Phelps winning 8 gold medals. But many Americans finally look to the fortune cookie as their first introduction to all things Chinese. In fact, the fortune cookie is not Chinese at all. They were actually invented in Japan. Only after Japanese internment in World War II did Chinese restaurants take over spreading the cookies across the country. Some people even argue that fortune cookies are uniquely American. After all, how often do you eat apple pie versus a fortune cookie? Well, coming up later today on CBN News Newswatch, the latest on the tropical storm brewing south of Florida, and an in-depth look at Rick Warren's political face-off between Barack Obama and John McCain. Check your local listings or watch the newscast streamed here online at 4 p.m. Eastern. For more news around the world 24/7, stay with CBNnews.com.